traders. Hope you guys had a great day trading. Nothing really major happened today, as expected. Holiday week, very low volume. Many of the big banks and the big investors are out doing whatever they're doing on their yachts. But without worry, we're going to get there eventually. But we're just going to be going over the S&P, NASDQ, triple Qs, SPY, and also the stocks I'm holding at the moment. Without further ado, let's get into it. So big level that I was watching on SPY today was at 455.12. We end up holding it up nicely. So that was a nice win for the bulls. Now what I will mention is for next week, if we can get above 456.47 and above the supply zone, I'll definitely look to get long on SPY. But until then, I am not going to be going long on SPY. I'm going to stay. I'm trying to stay out of SPY at the moment. It's just not too attractive. But if we end up breaking down this this support and resistance zone at 453.49 to 454.28, I'll be very interested in playing the downside. My main target would probably be this area right over here at 452.63. That's definitely an area of interest for me. So that's what I'm going to be watching on SPY. On the triple Qs, what I'm going to be watching is going to be to see how this bear flag ends up playing out. As we all know, bear flags are typically bearish continuation patterns. For those who don't know, I would really watch to see if 388.43 shows as a place of interest. That'll be a gap fill trade from, when was this? The 21st. That'll be a gap fill trade right there. If we end up breaking through that, then I would expect to move down to at least 386.74. So that'll be a nice downside target. Be interesting to see if that ends up playing out. The levels I'm going to be watching on the NASDQ for next week is going to be to see if we can get the triple Qs to push to that 391 level. I'm not going to be going long unless we're above 393, and I'm not looking to ideally be short unless we push below this support and resistance zone that we're in right now. And I'll definitely get heavy short if we end up breaking down, let's see, what is it, 386.74, targeting 384 and 383. And then on the stocks I'm holding at the moment, which is going to be Walmart, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's. On Walmart, I believe I bought them on the daily time frame. As you can see here, if I go to the position trading study, it's mounting the 200 EMA and SMA. I said this morning in my morning video that if it broke down the 200 SMA, that I'm going to be fully exiting my Walmart position, end up holding it up nicely, 200 EMA and SMA. I'm expecting a short-term move to 160. Once I get about 1% in profit, I'm going to start trimming profit in slowly, and I'll move up my stop loss as it comes along and starts going into my favor. Coca-Cola, the big thing to watch was to see if we got some more upside momentum going. And as I was mentioning, this support and resistance zone is going to be a key area for me to watch for next week. On the weekly time frame is where I bought it. I ended up buying it right here after we mounted the 200 EMA and SMA. I moved up my stop loss to 56.28 from the 55 level. And I also trimmed, I think I trimmed 1.76 shares today. I know I sold off like 2% of, I was up 2% and I sold off 2% worth of profit. So that's why I moved up my stop loss. And what I'm going to be watching for next week is see if we can get a move to 59.16. If we get a move to 59.16, I'll be selling off some more. And I'll move up my stop loss to break even. If we start rejecting this support and resistance zone, then I'll watch it move back down to 200 EMA and SMA and possibly get out of the trade if it hits 56.28. And then on McDonald's, the big thing I was watching to see is, as you guys all know, I bought right about here. Nice move up. I'm going to be watching that 285 level. I already sold off as much as I want on McDonald's. I'm just going to let it go until it shows weakness. My ideal price target is going to be 300. It's at 282.54 right now, so we do have some upside potential. I got about 10,000 to McDonald's, so that'll be a nice 5% upside. But that's what I'm going to be looking at on McDonald's. But I hope you guys all did good this week.